Today's program is absolutely powered by Ecamm, and Ecamm develops some great software. Allows me today to do what I'm doing. So I'm streaming to YouTube and out in the Facebook community. So if you're around, send me a message. We do have live chat enabled, so feel free to hit that up as well. If you want to get all notifications, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bruce Gregori, and hit the bell notification. So this way, you will absolutely know anytime I'm streaming a live program or if a new video is uploaded. I got to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Razor's Edge. They keep me powered in terms of amplification in the cabinets. Don't forget my friends, GHS Strings and the Bruce Gregori Custom Set. If you're interested in really good jazz strings, flat wound strings, or round wounds, let me know. Send me a message or send me an email. The link will be in the description of this video after the post, and you'll be able to get any information about those strings. Also, my good friend, Jeffrey Ding. Jeffrey is hanging in. Jeffrey is such a great guy, and Speak Friends cables. I'm powered up by all the Speak Friends cables today. They are great high definition cloth covered cables, Montgomery like wire with nitric ends, all the best stuff. So I have some great news for everybody today. I'd like to try to give some updates for all these live streams. I'm going to play some tunes, and if you are out in the chat world, definitely send me a message and let me know you're out there. I'd be happy to answer any questions, talk to people. But one of the things that we're doing here at Jazz is having some guests on, and we've got a number of guests lined up, and great players. So I'm just going to go over the list of the people that have agreed to come on and sign on here at Jazz and come on and talk. It's a great facility where these folks will Skype in. Maybe some will play. Maybe some will do some question and answer with all the people that are out here on YouTube and Facebook. So the list we got the great Barry Greene. Now, if you don't know who Barry is a great guitarist, and he is, I believe Barry is in Florida, and he is a fantastic player, great educator. I subscribe to his site myself and look at his lessons myself. Masterful dude out of Berklee College of Music, teaches down in Florida, and Benedetto supporter, great guy. And speaking of Benedetto, my main man, Jackson Evans at Benedetto Guitars. Now, Jackson is a wicked great. You hear that? Guitar player, multi-stylist, educator, but also one of the main men at Benedetto's. And he keeps me running with my Benedetto here, running on as much as I can, and hooked me up with many different instruments. I don't have my number one back on the rack today, but Jackson definitely is a good guy. He'll be coming on. The next name you may not be familiar with, Ken Laster. Ken Laster is a jazz guy out of Hartford, Connecticut. And man, Ken comes to my Wednesday nights at the Half Door in Connecticut and is a big supporter. He's on the board at the Hartford Jazz Society and promotes a lot of events. And he is one of the main men. He's going to come on and talk about the state of the union in jazz in Hartford and a bunch of other things and what he has going on. Not last and not least is Mr. Jimmy Bruno. Now, if you know who Jimmy Bruno is, he is the character of jazz. Jimmy's, played with Buddy Rich and a bunch of other players out in Las Vegas and LA, and such a great guitarist, quite a character, a fellow Philadelphian, just like myself. And he agreed to come on and talk and give his perspective on the state of the union of jazz as he sees it. And one of my main men is another name that you may not be familiar with, but a name that you are definitely going to learn a lot about is my big man, Jamaaladeen Tacuma. Now, Jamaaladeen, he is a main man, another Philadelphia man who plays a mean low end bass. Now, his claim to fame is playing with none other than Ornette Coleman, and he was in Ornette's electric phase, I believe more, but he can tell us more about that when he comes on the show. And Jamaaladeen has his own project out of Philadelphia called Free Form Funky Freaks. That's really hard to say. I didn't even practice that, but I will tell you right now that we have some great names, and there are going to be many, many others that are going to come on. So if you're out there and you're interested in jazz and learning about programs, it doesn't cost you a cent to come on, sign on, and let us know if you're out there. So let's see if we got anybody out in the chat. Just checking things out. All right. Doesn't seem like it. All right. So I think I'm going to hop over to Cam 1 and start playing maybe some tunes. Should be hearing some audio coming through. Take that off. Yeah, man. I'll play a tune for you. Might be a good thing to start off with the great John Coltrane, huh? Yeah. It doesn't look like our live chat's working today, but that's okay. I'm going to keep the music going, and I got a track queued up for you. But before I start that, I'd like to share with you, if you are interested in contributing to not only the At Jazz program, but everything that we have going on, the virtual live streaming. And don't forget, I mentioned the other day the Solo Artist Toolkit. What you can do is you can visit my Patreon page, and there's a copy of it right now. Now, on my Patreon page, what you're going to see is members and different levels of contribution. And so on that Patreon page, you can contribute just $1 a day. $1 a day will get you off home plate. It's a great way to keep things going, support what we're doing, and live music in a different way as we move through different times. So in a virtual way. So pretty sweet. All right, let me click up a tune for you. Let's see what we got queued up. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Wes Montgomery tune and one that's near and dear to my heart. So check this out. This is Full House by Wes Montgomery. Full House by Wes Montgomery. Great tune. One of my favorite tunes, I should say, but really famous L5 guitar on the picture of that. One of those guitars that kind of just disappeared into oblivion. So again, my name is Bruce Gregori, and I got to give one last shout out to my friends, not only GHS Strings, but all my friends, Razor's Edge, Speak Friends Cables, and don't forget that all of the people that we mentioned, Barry Greene, Jamaaladeen Tacuma, Jimmy Bruno, Ken Laster, Jackson Evans from Benedetto Guitars, and if I'm missing anyone, I apologize. But this is Bruce Gregori at Jazz signing off for today, and I will see you again.